Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, James, right?
Yeah, well, I usually use Kevin, but James is fine.
Okay, all right then. Shall I call you Kevin?
Uh, yeah, either one. Either one's fine.
Okay, all right. Could you please turn on your cam?
Oh, okay, sure.
Thank you.
How do you turn on the cam? Skype just had an update. I haven't used the cam in a
Yeah,
while. Can you see me?
there. Yep, there you go. Thank
Okay.
you. So, hi again, James. My name's Jane, and I am the one of the supports from. And just so you know, we do provide free training at no cost to you, and upon completion, you will receive a certification plus the bonus of landing a job.
Okay.
So, yep, I know it's kind of rush because we need a male VA urgent.
Okay.
Uh, and if you qualify, you will be starting working tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will be needing some information about you. I know I have a copy of your resume. Oh, by the way, the link to
Oh,
your computer specs is not
yeah,
working.
I found that. I just updated the theme of my website, and it turns out that they changed the file folders. So I just had to fix that. I'm gonna fix that later.
Okay, all right, sure. Now, yeah. So again, I have a copy of your resume, but I do want to know more about yourself. So please
Oh,
tell
yeah,
me about
sure.
yourself.
So my name's Kevin. Are you based in the Philippines as well?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So you'll be familiar with the places because if I'm speaking to Americans, I just say I live in Manila. But like in your
Mm,
case, I live in Parañaque, and
okay.
I've been working online since 2016. Prior to that, I was working for a BPO company named West Contact Services. And
Okay.
then, so that was from 2013 to 2016. We were handling an account named Comcast.
Okay.
It's one of the top service providers in the US. We supply internet and cable TV. And
Mm-hmm.
I was top agent at Comcast for 3 years. I was top agent for customer service and sales. And
Okay.
then I started working online in 2016, first as a writer. So I was writing for different websites, mostly related to the fitness, health, and personal development industry. And
Mm-hmm.
then I started working as a virtual assistant for an IT support company. And
Mm-hmm.
most of our clients are in different fields. We have clients in primarily in the dating space and uh, health and wellness. We also have clients in the financial space, so we mostly just handle their websites. And then after a year, I got promoted to project manager, to junior
Mm-hmm.
project manager role. And then shortly after, I accepted a couple of jobs, a couple of part-time jobs as a project manager and a marketing assistant as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, in total, you were in BPO for how long?
Uh, I guess you could say 10 years, but
Okay.
like in my last job, that was 3 years.
Okay. You know what? I am from West Contact Services too.
Oh,
It used
cool.
to be, yep, it used to be West Contact Services and it's now Alorica.
Yeah, they got
Right.
bought by Alorica, but I also heard
Correct.
that they reopened. They reopened
Oh,
another
yeah?
center somewhere
Okay.
nearby. Some of my batchmates moved to the new. I think I don't remember if they call it West Contact Services instead of West Contact Solutions instead of West
Oh,
Contact Services. But
services.
yeah, but
Okay.
I heard that the management people that wasn't absorbed into Alorica like
Mm-hmm.
opened the new company.
I see. Okay, but so yeah, so you came from West Contact Services, which branch?
The one in Export Bank Plaza.
Oh yeah, I was there too. I was with Bank of America for 8 years.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah,
Uh,
correct.
when did you leave? Like what year?
I was there. I can't remember.
Sorry about that.
2017, 2014, I
Oh,
guess.
2014. So we probably bumped into each other or something like
True,
that.
at the elevator,
Yeah.
that's for sure. All right. Okay, that's good to know. Um, do you have any information about cold calling?
Cold calling. Well, I did that a lot because prior to working at West Contact Services, I was working in corporate sales. And that was in 2000, wait, 2009 until around 2012. And back then, social media wasn't really much of a big thing when it comes to getting clients. Like you could
Mm-hmm.
chat with people, but the best way to get people to buy your multi-million peso product would be to talk to them in person. And for you
True.
to secure an appointment, you have to talk to them over the phone. So my job was mainly to just look for potential clients, chat with them, get their phone number, cold call them, and then
Mm-hmm.
schedule an appointment.
What were you selling back then?
Software. I started with SAP, but with SAP, I bit off more than I can chew. So I ended up working for a smaller IT company that offered custom solutions. Their products are not in the hundreds of millions when it comes to the price. So I
Mm-hmm.
was able to be, I was more successful selling for the smaller company.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, if you're already familiar with or been doing cold calling, what do you think are the roadblocks that you may encounter in cold calling?
Oh, it's the usual. When you call, it's either the number's just ringing, there's also the gatekeeper, and
Mm-hmm.
then the usual objections like, I'm not interested, I don't have time, or that's not part of our plans right now.
Mm-hmm. So, how do you deal with customers that are not interested?
It's usually just a long term. It, I usually have a long term view of the sales process. So, in a lot of situations, the customer is not interested right now, but they might be in the future. So, I'm just going to take that as an opportunity to build a relationship and start, what do you call that? And set up future contact. Like, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, you might not be interested now, but maybe in the future, if things are better for you, this might not be a good time for you right now. If things are better for you, I'll just send you an email with our info so we can get back in touch
Right.
if your situation changes. I get their email, and then after I send the email, I take that email as an opportunity to call again and try again. So, but if their situation really is not a good time to check out what we're selling, then I'll call them every 6 months or once a year, depending on what we're selling. Because back
Mm-hmm.
then, when we were selling software, it turns out that companies, I just discovered from that job that companies have like a specific time of the year where they buy software or where they get the budget to buy software. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, understandable. Thank you. Now, could you tell me a time where, or tell me about a time when you became frustrated with a customer?
Oh, that happens all the time.
I
But
know. Yeah.
yeah, when that happens, I just have a note on my computer to just be patient. I call it God mode. Uh, when you're when you activate, well, I like writing, so you might find this on one of my websites. Uh, I call that superpower God mode, and it's as simple as just writing the word God mode on a post-it note and sticking it next to your computer. And the idea
Mm-hmm.
is when you activate God mode, you have like all the patience in the world when you're dealing with customers, and it's mostly like a fake it till you make it approach, but it's more of a structured fake it till you make it approach where I'm just like, yeah, sure, it's not the right time, but you know, things change. a lot of the
Right.
things, a lot of the things that I've said that I'm never gonna buy is part of my list of items right now. Like I told
Mm-hmm.
myself I'm never gonna buy a car because there was Uber, and a
Mm-hmm.
few years later, I bought a car, and I told myself that my family's never gonna I'm never gonna leave the family house because it's free and it makes financial sense. And now I'm in my own place, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I have hundreds of more examples of that. So the
Mm-hmm. Okay.
most important thing is just to maintain the relationship with the customer. So when the time comes, I'll be there to assist them with the transaction.
Right. Okay. All right. That's good to know. Well, Kevin, I'm not going to prolong this interview, and I'll go straight to the point. Are you looking? Are you currently engaged with a different company?
Yeah, I have a couple of part-time jobs, and the only reason why I'm open is ever since the pandemic happened, the
Mm-hmm.
frequency of tasks that I receive has gone down dramatically. So
Mm-hmm.
I've made it a policy to be engaged like 12 hours a day. So usually I have several clients that engage my services for maybe 2 hours or 3 hours, and that fills up my entire schedule. But
Mm-hmm.
since the pandemic, most of my clients only give me a job like 30 minutes once a week. Sometimes it's every other week, and that's the only reason why I'm looking at different options right now.
Okay. All right. So what's your schedule with these side hustles that you have?
Well, I've been fortunate enough that most of my clients give me a free schedule. So
Okay.
they'll just
Okay.
assign a task and like, hey, let me know at the end of the week when you're done, and that's it.
Okay.
That's kind of my work arrangement since most of the tasks that I do are IT related. So the only thing I need to do is just finish at the end of the week, and that's it. So I
Okay.
generally use weekends for that.
All right. So basically, no fixed schedule.
Yeah.
If your training would be at 10 p.m., you're amenable to attend.
Yeah, sure.
And if you will be assigned to a schedule, let's say 1 a.m. to 6 a.m.,
Oh,
you're
that's
good with
fine.
that.
Yep, I'm used to
Okay.
working at night.
All right. Very good. So we are we do have this one client here that is very meticulous, high standards, and he wants his VA to be, somehow same level of his or of his mind, of his smartness. So I'm
Mhm.
really looking forward to. That's why I'm rushing to interview you before I go to bed.
Okay.
And it seems like I'm okay. I'm good with you. I'm satisfied. I must admit, I'm satisfied with how you talk, with the camera, the quality of your computer in camera, and I believe I now only need the specs of your computer just to finalize everything.
Okay.
Now, so here we do offer part-time job.
All right. Cool.
So basically, it's a side hustle. It's a when we say part-time, that's going to be a 5-hour shift, less break, 15-minute break, and this I think this is going to be my last question. What is your salary expectation?
Oh, well, I was wondering about that, about the range that you offer, uh, because usually my rates do change depending on the client that I'm assisting, and depending on the level of work that's needed.
Mm-hmm. So again, this is going to be cold calling and some data entry. I mean, of course, you need to input some data
Yeah.
on the CRM or. database of the client, and that's about it.
Okay. Sure. Is like $12 an hour within your budget?
Well, we actually, I mean, the currency that we have is peso.
Uh huh.
So how
Oh,
much are
okay.
you expecting on a
So
monthly basis?
monthly. Like I need to compute that.
Mm,
So
okay.
if it's 5 hours, like 5 hours shift, that's 5 days a week, right?
Yep.
So
Six
five times
sun
five.
off.
Okay, so 5 times 5 times 4. Oh no, so just 5 times 20 because it's like 20 working days. So that's 100 hours a month times $12 an hour. Wait, there you go. Times transfer fees. Oh, 1.05 for the for the
It's
pay.
gonna be transferred to your local bank.
Oh, local bank. Okay, so I don't need to count computer transfer fees. That's times 50. Hmm. Oh, okay. So does 60,000 match your range? That's the number I ended up here.
How much?
60,000.
16, 60.
60.
Okay. Give me a sec. Okay. All right. So, Kevin, as much as I want to hire you, however, $12 an hour, 60,000 a month is, to be honest, we can't afford this.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's a Filipino-owned company, and we do prioritize Filipinos. That's why even the Indians that are messaging me, I don't accommodate them.
Okay.
We do only cater, or we are exclusive with Filipino. We are trying to help people who are unemployed, who got unemployed or laid off during this pandemic.
Okay.
And I would love to endorse you to our COO. However, it seems like definitely 60,000. We can't afford this.
Okay. Well,
And
we can. Let me check. Let me check. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. I made a mistake with the computation. So five. How would $8 per hour sound, for example?
okay, so I'll give you my price.
Okay.
Okay, and just give me a simple yes or no. It's gonna be 15,000 for a 5 hour shift, Monday to Friday. If you're off clock, you're off the clock. You won't get bothered by your client because these clients that we have were pre-screened by our founder. So because
Okay.
this is because we wanna protect you guys, our VAs, with all the raises and whatnot. So if you accept my offer, then rest assured that you will be in good hand. So that's gonna be 15,000, 5 hour shift, last break.
Hmm. Sorry. Uh, I wait 15. It's like 10,000 less. I was looking at more like a 25 for that. I tried to reduce my price to like $5 an hour, which is like 250 per hour, which is a little higher than the usual call center rate. But I ended up with a number 25.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, no worries. I totally understand if you would not accept my offer, but then um, I want to give you my wishes. Best of
Yeah.
luck.
No problem.
You're do good. Yep. And
Thank you. Oh, by
yeah,
the way,
you're welcome.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed our conversation, and I'd like to help out. One of my side projects involve promoting English lessons for
Mhm.
aspiring call center agents,
Mm-hmm.
and a large number of my audience have been transitioning to virtual assistant work.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'd like, I can help you by posting your job posts and announcements on my page. My page
Mm-hmm.
has like 44,000 followers, and I have an email list of like 4,000 people. So if you'd
Mm-hmm.
like to, like, I can help you with announcements and promotions and stuff like that. Just send me an
Mm-hmm.
email if you'd like me to post anything for you.
Yeah, that will be great. That's a good idea. I have your email here. I have you on my messenger, so I'll keep in touch.
Yeah, sure. All right.
All right, very good.
Thanks so
Thank you
much
so
for your
much,
time.
Kevin. Yeah, thank you for your time as well, and stay safe.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.